Hello, this is Fleur Sharp, and today I wanted to show you a little video on how to form scrolls, particularly using a string, or in this case I'm using a piece of cotton, but you can also use some fishing line or even dental floss to get a really nice clean cut on your scrolls. I've started off with the basic dough, as you can see here. That's just the basic bread dough that's in all of the basic cookbooks, regardless of what TM you've got. And I'm spreading it out on a floured surface. I could have also put it on a thermomat, lightly floured as well. But this dough's a really nice consistency. It's not too wet, not too dry, so it's just perfect. I'm rolling it out into a rectangle. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be thin enough to spread all of the goodies onto this dough. And you can even give it a little bit of a tug. It's a very flexible, forgiving dough. So do your best and then just stretch it out to the size that you need. Prior to doing this, I've already chopped up, using the Thermomix, some leftover cheeses. You can see there in the bowl. I think I've got some feta, some mozzarella, and a little bit of cheddar. So I was just using up leftover cheeses that were in the fridge. And about speed 6 for 5 to 7 seconds, depending on your quantity. I like speed 6 for softer cheeses, like the mozzarella and the cheddar, and I just watch it with through the MC, maybe with the MC off, and when it's the right consistency, I finish it off. Feta, of course, I wouldn't use speed 6. I'd just put it on reverse, speed 3 for a few seconds until it's crumbled. Now I'm putting down a little bit of passata. I might have even had some tomato paste that I've watered down in this, but some tomato passata is a good, or pizza base if you've got pizza base pre-bought, and giving that a good spread all over. Not too thick, but not too thin, and making sure you get right up to the edges. And of course you can make your own passata in your Thermomix very easily, and tomato paste. There's recipes on the recipe community. So that's it, nice and even and thin, and that's just going to be the base for our scrolls. Next, it's on with the cheese. I'm going to start with a little bit of cheddar. I've got quite a lot of cheese here. These scrolls are fully loaded. I was keen to get rid of some leftover cheese that I had in the fridge. And don't be afraid to get in there. Use your hands, give it a spread around. This would be a great thing to do to cook with your kids as well. They love getting involved. It's really tactile. That's the mozzarella going on. You've got quite. I'm not going to use all of this, but making sure the cheese is right up to the edge. This is going to be more cheese than bread, I think. Nice even coverage. You'll see on the right hand side I've left it free, and that's just the crossover. So now just crumbling through the feta as well, dotting that all around. Bit of a sticky job. Make sure it's not clumped up. Lots and lots of feta. And finally, a little bit of ham or bacon. You could use whatever you've got going in the fridge, a bit of chorizo, some cooked sausages from the night before, any kind of salami, even speck would work. Okay, and we're done there. Wipe my hands, and now it's time to start rolling. Now, because this surface is well floured, I'm able to roll it up pretty easily. But if I had used my thermomat, I would have used tipped the edge of the thermomat up to help start rolling the dough. But this is going pretty easily. Just tuck it all in at the sides, anything that's fallen out, pop it back in. We want those end pieces to be as full as the ones in the middle. And then just move it in a little bit to start cutting. I've got a tray, a large, heavy base tray with a sheet of baking paper ready to go. And now I'm just going to use a piece of cotton. Now, as I said, you can use fishing line or dental floss. Dental floss works quite well. And I just get it in under the dough to the desired width of the scroll, cross it over and pull them together. And there you go, you've got a really nice clean cut. The reason we do this over using a knife is the knife will kind of squish down and kind of, I suppose, squish and cut the scroll and not give you that really clean shape. I'm making these quite thick because they're really overloaded scrolls. They're going to be just absolutely delicious, but I want them to be thick so there's enough bread there to stand up to the amount of cheese and other fillings. So pretty quickly, that's just 3 scrolls. I'm just going to speed that up so you can see how quick and easy it is to knock out a batch. Scrolls are one of those things where you can really save a lot of money in your Thermomix. There we go. Looks like we've got 10. And I've just using up anything that's fallen out and popping it into the scroll. Well, that's it. That's how to form scrolls.